Thanks to Chris and Stark from the Pinetop Jackson and Pinetop Jackson 2 YouTube channels, and Sunny from the Strange Device YouTube channel. Their contributions to this video are greatly appreciated. Please consider subscribing to each of these guitar-oriented channels, as well as this one if you haven't already. Thanks.
Hey guys, I'm Chris from Pinetop Jackson. Right now you're watching RJ's Cave.
This is the Behringer HB01 wah pedal. We're going to check out its looks, its features, we're going to test it out, and then it's on to thoughts and opinions as we ponder the eternal question:
Does it suck?
This is the Behringer HB01 wah pedal, aka the housing is thick, durable plastic. The pedal has a familiar amount of travel, a well-textured rubberized foot pad, and an optical sensor that activates the wah the moment the pedal shifts and shuts off once motion stops, or to a user preset time once the pedal stops, which is adjustable from the bottom of the unit. It's powered by either a 9-volt battery or a 9-volt power adapter and has a knob with 6 tone presets for the wah. Additionally, comes with a fully functional boost pedal complete with tone, EQ, and boost controls, as well as an on-off switch built in. This is the gear that I'm going to be using to test out the... Before I jump into it though, do me a favor. If you're liking this video, how about you smash that like button? While you're at it, consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell as well, alright? That way, you'll know whenever we drop a new video, and I'll get to see you over at RJsCave more often, alright? Now, let's get back to this. Alright, this is the gear that I'm going to be using to test the Behringer wah pedal, alright? It's going to start with my Harley Benton S620 with the upgraded humbuckers, then into the Behringer chromatic tuner, the vintage delay from Behringer, the Amoon chorus pedal, the Donner metalhead pedal, the Coco branded booster pedal, into the center of our attention today, the Behringer wah pedal. Alright, and then it's going to be going to my Stage Right branded monoprice 20-watt bedroom amp. Don't mind the dust right now, guys. My apologies, but there's been a lot of post-Hurricane Ida repairs going on in this place. Lost a lot of stuff. There's a lot of dust around from all the construction. So, and pedal boards tend to be dust magnets, especially when they're homemade and they have tons of Velcro on them. So, my apologies on that. But this is what we're going to be using.
20 minutes later.
The Stage Right amp is set up as I showed you earlier, with one exception. The volume control is set to halfway on the overdrive channel, which is the channel we're going to be using, because wah pedals, like most other pedals, tend to really work well off of distortion and overdrive. And we're trying to show you guys just how much of an effect this thing really does have on tone, so that seems to be the most dramatic way to set it up. We're going to play a little bit on each of the 6 different wah settings.
1 hour later.
Setting the knob to the lowest position, all the way down. So that's basically the lowest tone. This is the second tone from the bottom of the knob. That's the second lowest tone. It's not as warm as the last one, but it's not very, very bright either when you compare it to the rest. Now this is the first setting on it's the first of the medium settings. This is the brighter of the two middle settings. All right. Now, the first of the two of the brightest settings. And now this is the brightest setting, the highest setting on the knob. Alright, so now I'm going to introduce the boost function into the brightest setting, the one we just played.
A few moments later.
Just by pressing the button, the light in the back lights up. Now this is going to further overdrive the amplifier as I engage it.
Eventually.
Okay. That's without activating the pedal. Just for fun, let's go to the warmest setting and see what that does. That's all the way down. Dialed all the way down. This is with boost on. Interesting, right? Just for fun, I'm going to leave it on the lowest setting so you can hear it again without boost real quick.
One eternity later.
That was the Behringer wah pedal. What did you think? Do you like the tones? Is there maybe a tone or two that you don't like? Do you like the pedal? Do you not like the pedal? Let me know in the comments. As far as thoughts and opinions go, the pedal's looks. As far as its looks go,
Does it suck?
I think you first see it, looks pretty good. I think when it's on the floor, when you're looking at it, it looks pretty good. I think when you're looking at it at the bottom, it looks nice. It looks good. So, as far as its looks go, it does not suck. It gets some good. As far as its design, its layout, all that stuff.
Does it suck?
Everything is generally well accessible, and it's got a lot on the pedal. Right? You got the separate boost pedal functionality, which is fairly well laid out, and the only issue is really a common issue with a lot of pedals, and that's they tend to put the jack for the 9-volt next to the input jack. So then you're running wires on top of each other, and that can get a bit difficult when you have a small pedal board and you're trying to squeeze a lot of stuff on, right? But that's a common thing, so that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just kind of common. So when you ask me, as far as its design, its layout, does it suck? I gotta say no. Thumbs up. Now, its functionality, the quality of its functionality is good or bad, aka,
does it suck?
the knob here has 6 settings on 3 different wordings. You got like 3 different types. It says low, medium, and high, and there's 2 settings for each one. And it clicks well, and you can feel it, because if you're playing out and you're playing on stage, you got to be able to feel it, right? Because you can't see it. The lights and everything make it so easy that you can see. No, they're blinding you. Okay, so you have to go by feel a lot of times. So you need click. You need to hear it. You need to feel it. Those kind of things, right? And this one you can feel pretty well. The button on the bottom here is a little less clicky, but you feel it because of the pressure. So that works well as well. And the knobs for it, which are on the other side, everything is recessed here. The knobs are small, but everything's recessed, so you can see and feel everything nicely. There's a little notch that you can feel on each knob so that you know where it's at, all that. If you're asking me about the pedal, the throw, there's the throw and there's the optical sensor, because old-fashioned ones of these have a button on the bottom here. You gotta click that and then it starts. This has an optical sensor so that as soon as your foot moves it, it engages the tone, right? And then there's a setting on the bottom inside that little hole so that you can adjust how fast the wash shuts off once your foot comes off it. Because sometimes you want to be able to go up and down a lot, and if you set it wrong, every time your foot comes up to the top, it'll shut off and then have to go back on. You don't necessarily want that in that setting, so you can adjust that kind of thing, which is cool. So when you're talking about its functionality, oh wait, there's more than the functionality. The battery, it's got a battery compartment and a 9-volt. So when we talk about the functionality and you're asking me, as far as its functionality goes, does it suck? I gotta say, definitely not. Thumbs up. This pedal is a clone, okay, of a very, very, very good pedal that goes for among the high end of wah pedals. But you can get this one for almost $100 less than half the price. It's like 1/3 the price almost. So, and have all that functionality. I say that's a great thing. These plastic housings, they last. I have a Behringer tuner I got for like $10 on sale at like Best Buy of all places, like forever ago, and it still works perfectly fine. You know, I just don't kick it around. As long as you don't kick these things around, they're going to last you. They should last you as long as anything else. Okay, and this is no exception. Just don't throw this thing around. Please don't throw this thing around. This has got a little heft to it. You throw this and somebody gets hit with it, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna be hospitalized or something. They're definitely gonna be in the ER for a while. So, so don't throw it. Okay. At the end of the day, this thing is a very solid version of a really awesome pedal.
Hey RJ, Strange Device wants to know, does it suck? Does it suck?
You're asking me, does this pedal suck? I gotta say, definitely not. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for coming. I've been RJ, you've been awesome. Until next time, take it easy.